Alright guys, we are headed out on another hunt today. So we just got back from Wyoming yesterday afternoon, which was Sunday, and then today, Monday morning, my cousin James has a limited entry muzzleloader bull tag here in Utah. So I'm headed out to help him and his brothers. They've been out and they got a bull spotted that he really wants to kill. It's a really cool bull. Hopefully we can get it done this morning. I gotta go back to work as soon as the morning hunt's over. But anyways, I'm super excited to go see this bull, hopefully find it. We'll show you guys James here in a little bit. Anyways, yeah, just happy to come help. I love hunting elk, it's my favorite. Little beat down, I'm getting sick from this weekend, so it might be a little rough, but I'll be alright. I'll make it through. See you guys when it starts to get light. Alright guys, little morning update. The morning's about over, but me and Carl came to a different spot to glass, try to find the bull James wants, and they went up to a different spot, see if they could find him from there. But it's a good morning. We've seen probably 15 bulls and a lot of cows. 2 of them were decent, the rest of them are pretty much raghorns, but we didn't find the one he wants, so keep looking here for a little bit, and then I gotta go into work, and we'll be back out this afternoon, try to turn him up. So hopefully he'll be right here somewhere this afternoon. Alright guys, so I've been struggling to update you. So yesterday was opening day for James's muzzleloader bull hunt here in Utah. We never seen the bull he wants, and then last night we still hadn't seen it, so it never came out. But this morning I had to work, they came out, they found him, but he broke off his freak side, the beam that goes up and kind of splits at the end. So that kind of sucks, but James said he'd still shoot it. And so he watched him all day, and then I came out tonight and I seen him, but he's on some private right now. So they've been seeing him off on the public quite a bit before, but he's on some private now. So now we're just gonna keep watching him and hope he'll make his way back off onto the public. So just a waiting game now. So we'll see what happens. I have to work the rest of the week, but I'll be out in the afternoon. So hopefully, if they can't get it done in the next 2 days, I can be with them to help in the mornings also. That's the update for now.
Alright guys, it is Friday evening hunt, and I just got off work. I hurried change into my camo, and I'm heading over here to see if I can help James find this bull that we're looking for, that Bubba found the other night, and he's been coming over here and he's seen him a couple times now, and so I'm heading over here to see if we can go spot this bull and maybe make a move on him and maybe shoot him tonight. So it just depends on what James hasn't looked at him in person yet, so we'll get over there, see if we can find him, let him have a look at him, see if he wants to take a chance at him. So we'll get over there and start glassing and see what we see.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the evening. It was kind of slow. We had that small bull come out right below us, like right when we got there pretty much, and which was pretty cool. See him running around with his cows right there for a minute. And James had walked down off the ridge in front of us, just trying to get into a better position, just in case the big one that we were after ended up coming out close, so that way it was in a better spot for a shot. But he saw another little small bull down in there that kind of busted him, and then they kind of took off out of there. Yeah, and then it died. We didn't see anything until right before dark, and then a whole bunch of elk started coming out, and the big one that we were after in there, he came out, and he was a lot farther away than we were hoping he would be. And so nothing we could do about it tonight, and we watched him till it got dark. Couldn't see anything anymore. He was just running his cows around with those other little bulls and stuff. So at least we saw him. We know where he's at. So we're gonna go back in the morning and see if we can make a play on him and see what happens. So stay tuned, keep watching. We'll see what's going on in the morning.
Good morning, guys. So it is 5:30 right now. I'm just about to meet up with James and Josh and Carl, I think, is coming. And so we're gonna go up on the ridge that we were sitting on last night. Just go listen for bugles and stuff before it gets light. We'll be able to sit there for a little while and listen for a good amount of time. I think maybe we're gonna see right at first light if we can spot that big bull and see what he's doing, where he's going, try and move in closer on him and see if we can call him in and get a shot at him, which would be awesome. So he looks like a really nice bull. Hopefully we can get a good look at him and everything. Nobody's really been close enough to get a really close, good look at him. So if we could get closer and get a real nice look at him, see everything that he's got, and before we make that decision would be nice. But he looks like a solid bull and something that James would be happy with, and he's thinking that he's gonna shoot him. So yeah, we'll get up there and start listening and glassing, and we'll see what we see this morning.
got in there close. We hadn't seen the big one that we were in there after. We didn't see him this morning, but we seen some elk coming up real early. Couldn't tell what they were, so we were thinking maybe it was him and his cows moving up through there. So me and James hiked in there, and we were gonna go in there and do some calling, see if maybe we could get lucky and call them in or something. And we're hiking in there, and we're about to where we wanted to get to, so it was like maybe the elk could come up into here. And then all of a sudden, right in front of us, all those bugles started going off, and if they hadn't started bugling, we'd have walked right into them. So, but it was pretty cool. We was right in there on them and kept trying to move slow, stop, trying to cow call and stuff, but they didn't really seem to respond that great to the cow calls, and it seemed like the bulls were just talking between each other, just bugling back and forth. They didn't really seem to care to come into our calls or anything like that. So we had that small little 5-point come in, which is pretty cool. He came in like 15-20 yards. He was real close. And then after that, everything just kind of stopped bugling and nothing moving around and stuff. It got about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So we backed out of there, leave them alone, and then we'll see what's going to go on this afternoon. But yeah, pretty cool morning. Getting in there on the bugles and stuff, it's always exciting. So we'll see what's going on this afternoon. Good morning. It is Sunday morning now. Last night I wasn't able to go out when just Bubba and them went out, and I didn't really see a whole lot from what I understood last night. But we're heading in there again this morning. Bubba's going to go up on the hill where he's been going, and then I'm going to go with James and Josh, and we're going to go over where we seen the big bull yesterday, the other nice bull yesterday morning, with the big fronts and the big thirds, and then, man, his back end just kills him. So he's still a good looking bull. He's a nice bull. So, but we're going to go in there and maybe see if we can get a look at him, do some calling, see if we can get him to come into us, and yeah, just see if we can get a closer look and see if maybe James decides to shoot him or not. I don't know, but I know it's going to be fun like it was yesterday morning. Getting in on those bugles and stuff is always fun. So we'll get up here and get to work and see what we can turn up this morning.
They're moving into the cedars.
They're just kind of right in and out of there. Some one's blowing what, downhill?
Yeah, straight down now.
So all of a sudden we get over there, it's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Damn things. Hi.
Whatever you want to do. Even if you want to take his Jeep and go drive up that way a little bit so you don't have to walk all the way, but.
Yeah.
Or you just kind of let them settle out, and then tonight we just get right at that draw, like freaking 4 o'clock we get there. Yeah.
Probably could walk in there, see what's going on.
Okay.
Get another raghorn called into us at least.
Yeah, get him.
That way we feel like we're accomplishing something.
Doing something. Yeah. I was bugling to him last night, and I had him going pretty good. They were just in those cedars. A high-pitched bugle, but it worked.
Yeah.
Your little spike bugle.
Get them all rallied up, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's where we were yesterday, and they're down there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We'll come down through this shit, where we're not walking through thick cedars.
Yeah.
Looks more open, a little bit more open right in that spot. Too,
See what, get like right over here, and we'll see what the wind's doing. If it's still blowing down, then yeah, we'll come over. Go up.
Okay.
Or you can stay here and I can go down.
Come like across to you.
Okay.
So chase the sound more.
Well, that's it for the morning. Again, me and James went around the one side where the elk went yesterday. They decided to go the opposite way this morning, and so we had to go back and go all the way around and try and cut them off on the other side. And we got in there on them again. They were bugling and stuff, but they just didn't want to come in. We had one, I'm pretty sure it was a bull coming in. He was probably 50 yards. We could hear him walking around and stuff, but he just didn't want to come out of the thick stuff. He didn't want to come into the more open stuff where we could see. But we was right there in him again, and we're pretty sure the bull that has the deep raspy bugle, we're pretty sure that's the big one that we're after, but nobody's been able to confirm that. Nobody's been able to see him and see him bugling and see what he sounds like. But he definitely sounds like the most mature bull, and the other ones just sound like little young bulls, like what's running around in there. So, but just so thick in there, it's hard to see. But I think we're going to go back in there this evening and see if we can get back in there on them and hopefully call them in or catch them in a clearing or an opening or something and get a shot at them. That would be super fun. It's super fun in there chasing them around anyway. So, but it was a pretty fun morning. It's always fun being in there chasing bugles. So we'll get at it again this afternoon. Well, that's a wrap for Sunday evening now. Kind of a slow evening. As soon as we got in there, we had to do a great big loop around these elk to get above them because the wind was not in our favor. It took us a while, but we got in there at a good time still. But yeah, those elk, they just kept moving away and away and away and away, and we just couldn't really catch them or get in front of them or anything, and they didn't want to turn around and come back to our calls and stuff. So did call in like a cow and that spike, which is still cool, but we want the big bull to come back, you know. I think they're going to go back in there in the morning. They're going to get in there early up where they've been coming into bed and try and get in there before the elk are and just see if they can get in there right in the middle of them. I have to work, but Bubba will be going with James, see what kind of action they get into in the morning.
Alright guys, I'll give you a little update. I've been slacking on updating, but I've been coming out in the mornings and afternoons helping James trying to get on this bull. We caught him off the private a couple times, but it's just too thick. We think he crosses. So in this morning we were set up good, and then there were some other people that came in and booed the elk the other way, so that kind of sucked. But we came back tonight and they were still in the same spot, just on the private, so they don't come off very often. We're just at it, trying to catch them, call them off. So we're gonna give it one more try tomorrow morning. We got 3 full days left, so we're gonna try it again in the morning, see what happens. If not, we're gonna have to go somewhere else and see if we can find something else. So getting kind of close. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. It's been pretty fun getting these bulls right in close, bugling, fighting, screaming their heads off. So that's always fun, but give her another shot in the morning. Alright guys, it is Thursday. We have 2 days left to get James a bull, but we switched it up. Decided to come up on top this morning, so in a spot where we always see elk. So I've been sitting here for a while, haven't heard any yet, but the wind's kind of blowing. So I know they're in here somewhere, so we just gotta find them, but it's coming down to the wire. So we just need to find a solid bull that we can go after. Fingers crossed we can find one this morning. Alright guys, sorry I've been struggling to update. I've just been cruising the top looking for elk, so just in a hurry. But we split up this morning, it's the last day. I came up on top of here, cruising the top looking for bulls. Found some, and then James's brother found a good bull. So we are headed, well I'm headed over there. James didn't go with any of us just so he could go either way because we're a ways apart. So he started to head that way, and I'm going to head that way too. It's going to take me a while to get there, but they have eyes on the bull, so we're hoping we'll get over there and then we can sit on him all day, and hopefully he'll come out or we can call him in. So yeah, that's the update for now. So I'll talk to you when I get over to where Josh is. Just got over here to where Josh is spotting. James is up there closing to the distance. He's probably within 200 yards. Bull's got his cows in this thick oak brush, so he's just slowly making his way, but seems to have a good wind. So we're just going to keep watching, and hopefully he'll be able to get a shot here pretty soon. Alright guys, so After James got pretty close, he backed out, and we've been just trying to glass into where we last saw him. We weren't sure exactly where they went, but we had a good idea, and then they finally just came out. So he was over here, but he headed back over there to go start moving in. It's only 2 o'clock right now, so they're just up and feeding a little bit. So I think they'll probably go back into that oak brush and bed back down for a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna get them over there into position, and then hopefully they'll come right to them the way they went in. So. He's got to be able to see it. Give him a little chirp, turn him around. They don't know he's there, so we're good, and they're not. If anything, he has to reposition. We're good. I think he's just facing straight away. I think he can see it. What does it look like James is doing? Kneeling still? Look like he's got his gun up. It's right before I put my phone on. It looked like he got on his knees and pulled his gun up. Yeah, you can kind of see there's that hill. I don't think you can see him. Maybe that's why he's trying to get above it. High enough to the right. Is he still moving up and right? I think all the cows are out, so he shouldn't spook them that way. I think he can see it. He's pulled up his gun. Oh, he hit it. He drilled it. He drilled it.
Yeah.
He drilled it.
Fuck yeah. He did?
It looked like you drilled it from my angle.
Hit him from my angle too.
Did? Oh, motherfucker.
Looked like it was perfect behind the shoulder. Dude, so I had just panned over to see, look, I had the bull, I panned over to look at James, and he's got his gun up standing. I'm like, oh shoot, so I got it back to the bull.
Yeah, you can see both of them.
Oh yeah, and you seen the dust come off?
Yeah, I seen it. Well, I seen it. I was more watching him.
I cannot see him. He went into that thick oak brush, and I haven't seen him come out yet. Holy crap, guys, that was intense. I just got lucky and zoomed in on looked at the elk, and I was like, oh, James is close, so I'll pan over to him, and I'd seen him with the gun up. And so I panned back, and it looked like he freaking drilled him. But anyways, guys, yeah, me and Carl been sitting up here. We're up here. It's freaking stressful when they're not doing what you think they should be doing. So I've been in his ear telling him, so I've been just telling him like play by play every like freaking 30 seconds what to do. Yeah, James is going back. He has one more bullet, but he left 2 on the hill where it's sitting. But yeah, he's fine. So the bullet went into these trees and he hasn't come out yet. But anyways, I was telling him every 30 seconds, just telling him keep going or go up. Because I know I've been in that feeling where the person doesn't talk enough, so you don't know what to do. So, and it looked like it worked out perfect. It looked like he drilled it from the video. I don't know if you guys on there, I'm a long ways away in a different angle, but anyways, last day, we got blood. Anyways, we're gonna keep watching and see if he comes out of these trees. If not, I think he's dead right there.
Found the bull, so he better feel good now. That was stressful. It was sketchy. So we're good now. I'm happy now. So.
Well, guys, we found it. We guided him right into where it went. It's been about a half hour. He was just slowly going. Right where I last seen him, he died right as soon as we went out of frame. Right behind that oak brush. He said he's dead right there. So, yeah. Brought it down to the last day in the afternoon. Heck yeah, we're gonna drive over and go hike up to this thing. last day's better than the first day. Alright guys, we just left the bikes. There's actually a road that comes up to where this bowl was. We'll only have to pack it like literally like 200 yards, which is amazing. Josh is already up there with James, so me and Carl are walking up now. Should be there in a minute.
Yeah, broke, huh? Oh, that don't count.
He's bigger than I thought. He's freaking massive.
Good job, bud. Got some weight, huh? Fuck yeah.
How do you feel, James?
Hey, I'm just glad I got one, I guess.
It's a good one.
So, right there.
Hard quartering away. Perfect.
It's hard, like, it's pretty much ass facing me.
Yeah, that's what I could tell. I was like, man, that thing's like looking at him.
Fuck, what's he gonna shoot that?
Like, all I could see was like, and I could make out the difference between the ribs and the legs.
It looks like where I shot my deer.
Is it?
Except I hit my deer up here. I hit him in the spine.
Hell yeah, James.
That thing's heavy. You happy with that?
Yep.
For a last day bull?
I like how it's gray.
Yeah,
It's
why
not
is this orange
brown.
gray?
It blends in with these trees. Those horns do.
That was a good one.
That's not Well, it was a hard hunt. Was after quite a few big bulls. Waited till the last day and finally got this one. Just glad we got something.
Alright guys, we got James's elk all cut up and back to the bikes, which we were only like 200 yards from the bike, so that was a lot nicer than it could have been with just the four of us. With James, I don't even think he had a pack. Nope. Carl didn't even have a pack, just me and Josh. So anyways, I'll show you real quick. It's in James's razor. So, we had a good time.
Oh yeah, hell of a time.
Last day bull was not bad.
Not bad for a last dare.
Yep.
Alright guys, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun, long hunt, but we had a good time.